शर्मा जी, मैम दीपिका मैम।
हाँ जी सर।
सर आ गए।
लेट्स
ब्रिज मोहन शर्मा जी कहाँ हैं? कनेक्शन तो मेरे ख्याल स्टार्ट करें मैम।
राइट सर।
सर का शेड्यूल बहुत टाइट था, लेकिन सर हमारे साथ जुड़ेंगे। थैंक यू सर।
A very refreshing good evening, everyone. On behalf of Honorable Organizing Committee, I, Professor Dr. Deepika Chamoli Shahi, Convenor Faculty Development Program, Founder and Director, Speakingcube Online Mental Health Consulting Foundation, and Adjunct Professor with Southern New Hampshire and St. Leo University, USA, extend a warm welcome to our respected Chief Patron, Professor Dr. N.K. Joshi, Vice Chancellor, Sridev Suman State University, Uttarakhand. Patron, Director Campus, Dr. M.S. Rawat, Pandit Lalit Mohan Sharma Campus, Sridev Suman University. Esteemed advisors, organizing committee, distinguished experts, and all the enthusiastic participants. It is an immense pleasure to greet each one of you at this inauguration session, marking the commencement of an inspiring journey together. This gathering is illuminated by the presence of visionaries, supporters, passionate participants from various walks of life. Let us commence this auspicious occasion by collectively invoking the divine energy of Goddess Shakti within ourselves. May her grace grant us strength, wisdom, inspiration as we embark upon this journey. The principle of Shakti, the universal feminine energy, symbolizing not just empowerment, but intuition, creativity, and transformative power. With open hearts, inspired minds, let this inauguration session be a new beginning where knowledge meets creativity and collaboration drives excellence. I request each one of you to please come to the prayer position. Sharanagadinath Paritranaaya Parayane Sarvasyapi Hare Devi कालरात्रि नमस्तुते सर्व स्वरूपे सर्वेशी सर्व शक्ति समन्वते भय वस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमस्तुते सर्व मंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमस्तुते या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शांति रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धि रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मात्र रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुंडाय विचे. Thank you everyone. Now I invite Dr. Brij Mohan Sharma, Advisor Faculty Development Program, Founder and Director, SPECS NGO, Dehradun, a scientist dedicated not only to research, but also to society, especially women empowerment. Dr. Sharma has received prestigious honor, including Asia Social Innovator Award. Please welcome Dr. Sharma to share a few words with us. Dr. Sharma, over to you, please.
Thank you, Dr. Deepika. Professor, Vice Chancellor, Dr. N.K. Joshi ji, Dr. Gulshan Dhingra ji, Dr. Ritu Kumar, Dr. Deepika ji, faculty और students. ये एक अच्छा मौका है कि हम लोग एक फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं. फैकल्टी को डेवलप करना, उसका मस्तिष्क को और नई नई चीजें, इनोवेशन और ये सब चीजों के साथ जोड़ना, ये अपने आप में एक अभूतपूर्व संगम है. और प्रोफेसर जोशी वाइस चांसलर रहे हैं और वो इतने हम्बल है कि इस तरह की चीजों को हमेशा कैटलाइज करते हैं और ह्यूमिलिटी उनके अंदर इतनी है कि हमेशा अच्छे प्रोग्राम्स को साथ लेते हैं और कहते हैं कि इसको करो. डॉक्टर ढींगरा हमेशा एज ए कैटलिस्ट रहे और इस प्रोग्राम में वो मदद कर रहे हैं. बहुत अच्छा है. आप सब ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को जिन्होंने इतनी मेहनत की है उनको बहुत बहुत बधाई. और ये फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम, ये मेरे को लगता है कि एक माइलस्टोन साबित करेगा आने वाले वक्त के लिए और हम इसको और अच्छे बेहतर तरीके से इस बार आपके सामने रख रहे हैं. तो जितने भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनसे सिर्फ एक ही बात कहनी है कि कृपया इसको ठीक से अटेंड करें और समझें और अपने पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हर लेक्चर के बाद फीडबैक के तौर पे हमें दें, तो शायद हमें और अच्छा लगेगा कि क्योंकि नेक्स्ट लेक्चर को हम वो पॉइंट्स भी इंक्लूड करने के लिए कहें। तो आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपका स्वागत। और इसकी जो पूरी की पूरी धुरी है डॉक्टर दीपिका, जो जिसकी लीडरशिप दिखती नहीं है लेकिन वो हर जगह होती है, उसको बहुत बहुत बधाई मैं देना चाहूंगा। डॉक्टर एन.के. जोशी जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, डॉक्टर गुलशन ढींगरा जी का, डॉक्टर नीतू कुमार जी का, कि सबका साथ इस प्रोग्राम में मिला है। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharma, for your words of wisdom. Now I invite Professor Dr. G.K. Dhingra, Advisor, Faculty Development Program, Director of Research and Development, Pandit Lalit Mohan Campus, Sridev Suman University, Uttarakhand. Dr. Dhingra has dedicated himself to advancing education in Himalayan region. His commitment and dedication for education and research has adorned him with honors, including Plantic of Lalo Award. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Dhingra. Dr. Dhingra, please address us. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening, all of you. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Sridev Suman Uttarakhand University, Professor N.K. Joshi, sir, Director Rishikesh Campus, Professor M.S. Rawat, sir, all esteemed members of Advisory Committee, Convenor of this FDP, Dr. Deepika Chamoli Shahi ji, Co-Convenor Dr. Nidhi Verma ji, Dr. Brij Mohan Sharma ji, and all faculty members participating in this FDP, which is very, very relevant, especially for young faculty as well as research scholars, integrating artificial intelligence in teaching and research and innovative pedagogy for future. And this is all because of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. He has permitted us to collaborate with Speakingcube online, and Dr. Deepika Chamoli Shahi. She took an initiative to be with us for last 4 programs which we have conducted in past 1 year. And this legacy turned into formal MOU on 21st of this month only. We have signed an MOU with Speakingcube. And because of our Vice Chancellor, sir, our Registrar, sir, this has materialized. And this is our FDP, which is going to be for next 12 days. And enthusiasm shown by our registered participants, including so many senior faculty members, young faculty members, and chairmen of number of institutes which have gave enthusiastic response to their faculty join with us. And sir, we are thankful to you for your gracious presence. And Deepika, you have connected so many galaxy of experts with us. Professor Rita Kumar, very senior professor from MIT University, Professor Harpreet Bhatia, Professor M.A. Vani, Rajesh Singh, Sunita Dhenwal, Professor Rana P. Singh, Gautam Buddha University Vice Chancellor, and Shikha Chamoli Sinha, Nadeem Lukman, Nisha Kaushik, Kajal, Nidhi Verma, and Anita Gehlot. So many experts are speaking with our participants, and an exhaustive discussion as well as hands-on training will be provided. And I'm quite sure this association with SPACs, Speakingcube, and this FDP is going to be a milestone in near future. And this is second time we are doing international level also. So wish you all the very best, Deepika ma'am, for grand success of this our venture. And thanks to one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Dhingra. You have always been so supportive, whether it was 6 virtual international conference or mental health camp or this faculty development program. And I'm sure that each and every participant is going to be enlightened in so many new areas as far as AI, AR, and VR is concerned in teaching and research. Thank you, Professor Dhingra. Now I would like to invite Professor Dr. Rita Kumar, Advisor Speakingcube, Advisor Faculty Development Program, and Senior Professor, IPS, Amity University, Noida. Dr. Rita is a renowned psychologist and clinical hypnotherapist and my guide, and has bagged various awards, including National Level Science Communicator Award in the field of psychology in 2025. Dr. Rita, I invite you to share few words of wisdom. Over to you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Thank you so much, Deepika, for inviting me. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor N.K. Joshi, Sir, and Dr. Dhingra, Sir, Dr. Brij, and other participants, I welcome you all in this FDP. And because I feel every FDP when I attend or I take the session, it's a call for the carer. Because all faculty need to take care of the students, and students are the future of the nation and the globe even in the human society. So taking care of the faculty and educating them for the latest upcoming updates of the technology and education system is very important. That is why if they will be upgraded, updated, and taken care very nicely, then our children, our future will be secured. So that is why this FDP has been organized in this line only, and I'm really grateful to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, for supporting this such a, I say, pious event, because this is the place where we all will be learning with each other and growing with each other. So that is why your support, Sir, is very appreciable and respectable, because I have seen in the past, though I am meeting for the first time online with you people, but I've seen all the support you have provided to Speakingcube. And as Sir has said, we have recently signed the MOU, and I expect this MOU will take us to a long journey, and we will be able to bring so many diverse opportunities for faculty, for students, and will be growing together, so that we will be having some good opportunities for serving the nation also. So this FDP is going to bring out so many opportunities and advancements in our knowledge about education policy, technology, and the recent upgradation in the area of learning and teaching. So thank you so much, and I appreciate this initiative and congratulate every participant to be the part of this FDP, because you are going really to have a very good journey with us in this FDP. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for being here.
Thank you so much, Rita ma'am. You have always been a beacon of knowledge for Speakingcube, and especially for Professor Dr. Deepika Chamoli. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being there. Now, it's a time to invite Professor Dr. M.S. Rawat, our patron and Director Campus, Pandit Lalit Mohan Sharma Campus, Sridev Suman University, Uttarakhand. Dr. Rawat is known for his contribution in the field of zoology in Himalayan region. Dr. Rawat has done many projects in the field of zoology with Uttarakhand government, central government, UP government, and many more. Please welcome Dr. Rawat for his words of wisdom. Sir, the forum is open for you. Please, I'm handing over the forum to you, sir. Please. I hope Dr. Rawat is here.
मैम मुझे लग रहा है जुड़ नहीं पाया रावत सर ना, क्योंकि कॉलेज से लेट हो गए थे निकलते हुए ना बात.
Okay. Can we invite our chief patron then? Dhingra sir?
Please. VC sir.
There was a situation in the campus, as you know, that every university, every campus has so many situations, urgent situations that need to be taken care of. And most of the senior people are here. So let's invite our chief patron, Professor Dr. N.K. Joshi, Vice Chancellor of Sridev Suman University, Uttarakhand. Dr. Joshi is the alumnus of MIT, Boston, USA. Prior to joining as VC of Sridev Suman University, Professor Joshi was a VP of Kumaon University in Nainital, Tirthankar University, Uttaranchal University, and has served as an HOD in Missouri University also for a good duration. He has over 38 years of experience in teaching, corporate training, faculty development, consultancy, research, and administration. He has published and presented many papers at national and international level. He has guided and supervised many PhD scholars. He has successfully completed consultancy assignments with various well-known organizations like FAO, FTPP, Rome, World Bank, and Asian Development Bank, and many more. He is the chairman of Curriculum Development Committee of NEP 2020 for Uttarakhand. Under his chairmanship, NEP 2020 is being implemented in all the universities and colleges of Uttarakhand in UG from the academic session 22-23. Hailing from Himalayas, India, his contribution in the field of education can be appreciated with his actions. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the occasion. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Deepika. Convener of today's FDP program, Professor Deepika ji, Dr. Brij Mohan Sharma ji, Professor Dhingra ji, Professor Rita Kumar ji, and esteemed faculty member who are attending this particular FDP program. So first of all, on behalf of Sridev Suman Uttarakhand University, I welcome you all in this faculty development program that is integrating AI in teaching and research. Well, this particular faculty development program is being organized by Speakingcube in association with Sridev Suman Uttarakhand University and SPECS, Dehradun. As far as the topic of this program is concerned, that is integrating AI in teaching and research. The topic is really very, very relevant in today's context. When you talk about artificial intelligence, so basically artificial intelligence is, there are many branches of AI. We are having this NLP, natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, expert system. So these are the branches of AI basically. Now the question is, which branch of AI may be used for this particular FDP program, that is AI in teaching, learning, and in research. When you talk about teaching and learning, basically in teaching and learning, the first application, what I personally feel is that is AI may be used in personalized learning. It may be used for personalized learning. We are having a lot of platforms like Coursera and other platforms we are having. So we can use those platforms and we can utilize this AI for personalized learning. The second application we can have just for creation of the content. Though there are many tools available in the market. For example, we are having tools like ChatGPT. We have tools like Gemini. There are many tools available in the market for this content creation. But when you talk about research, while using these tools for research, we must be very particular about it. We must be very conscious about it, because suppose there are many scholars, what they do, they just write their topic under these tools, maybe ChatGPT or any tool, and then the tool can give a lot of information. But the authentication, you have to go for authentication. That is very important. So this smart content creation is another application we can have here. Automated assessment, of course, there are many tools available for assessment. AI tools are available, so they can generate a lot of questions with the help of natural language processing. And of course, the language translation is already there. It can whatever we are speaking or whatever we are writing, our AI tool can translate in many languages. That is already there. So these are the personalized learning we are having. When you talk about AI in research, so the first application AI in research, we can talk about the literature review. When we are doing our research long back, that time, lot of time we are using in literature review. Maybe sometimes more than 6 months or 8 month time it was taking in the literature review. So using this AI tool, the literature review, the time we can reduce the time span here while using the AI tools for literature review. And as far as the data analysis is concerned, though the tools were available earlier also, but today there are many tools available for this data analytics tools we are having, data visualization tools we are having. We have tools like hypothesis generation tools we are having. We can generate the hypothesis. And plagiarism software already, it was earlier, but we have today AI tools also here. So basically, using AI, of course, it is very good. We must use AI in our research, but we must be very careful while using these tools in our research. And when you talk about data privacy, of course, data privacy, we should have the data privacy we must have. And I was just going through the schedule here, which we have sent me. You have sent me, and the topics are very really interesting topic you will be discussing during this FDP program. And I hope that our participant will be benefited with these topics. And we should have many programs in future also. This time we are doing we have this program on AI and AI, but in future we can have some program maybe for IPR. That is also very important. How to go for patents, how to file patents, research methodology. These type of program we can also jointly we can organize this program. In fact, during last week we organized a program. FDP program in our campus. It was also online program. It was on how to design MOOC courses using artificial intelligence. So once again I welcome you all in this program, and I wish you all the best for the success of this program. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, please, Dhingra sir.
Thank you very much. Please, you continue.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here and sharing your wisdom with all the participants. And we all need it. We all need experience. We all need guidance. So thank you so much, sir, for your support. So I think Rawat sir has also joined. Gulshan sir? Rawat sir joined?
दो शब्द बोलना चाहें तो, क्योंकि रावत से जुड़ नहीं पाए थे ना पहले.
हाँ जी. Professor Dr. Rawat, I think sir is facing some problem because on and off it was getting disconnected.
तो ओके मैम, प्लीज कंटिन्यू. रावत सर अभी बीच में जुड़े रहेंगे. 12 दिन है हमारे पास.
Sure. So thank you so much, sir. So now I would like to invite Miss Neha Bharadwaj, HR Speakingcube and consultant psychologist, to extend vote of thanks to our honorable guests and experts and participants. Please go ahead. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Respected Chief Patron, advisors, esteemed guests, and all the participants. On behalf of Organizing Committee, I, Neha Bharadwaj, HR and consultant psychologist at Speakingcube, extend my heartfelt vote of thanks at the conclusion of today's inaugural session of our FDP. First and foremost, I extend our deepest gratitude to our Chief Patron, Professor N.K. Joshi, Honorable Chief Chancellor, Sridev Suman University, Uttarakhand, for his inspiring address and kind support. Sir, your vision and encouragement have added immense value to this initiative. I sincerely thank our advisors, Professor Dr. Gulshan Kumar Dhingra, sir, Professor of Botany and Director of Academic and IQAC, Sridev Suman Uttarakhand University, for his words of encouragement and academic insights. Next, Professor Dr. Rita Kumar, who is a Senior Professor AIPS, Amity University, and also advisor at Speakingcube and this FDP program. Then our Dr. Brij Mohan Sharma, sir, who is a founder and director of SPECS, for his warm welcome and unwavering guidance and support. Dr. Chetan Sharda, who is MD Internal Medicine at Yashoda Hospital and Research Center, and also advisor at Speakingcube. Our co-convener, Professor Dr. Nidhi Verma, who is an associate professor at Amity University, Gurgaon. Thank you, ma'am. And Professor Dr. Rajesh Singh, who is a professor and director at Research and Innovation at Uttarakhand University, Dehradun. And last but not the least, Ms. Kajal Tomar, who is a consultant psychologist and research assistant at Speakingcube. Your efforts, dedication, and commitment have been the backbone of this program. And finally, I extend my gratitude to all the participants for joining us today and making this event a success with your presence. Now, I think we can start with our first session of the FDP. Now, with a great honor, I would like to invite our first esteemed expert, Professor Dr. Rita Kumar, who is a senior professor at AIPS, Amity University, Noida. Ma'am will be delivering a very insightful session on NEP 2020 and innovative practices. So, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sneha. Thank you so much, everyone. So let us start with our first session of this FDP. And very nicely, the topic has been given to me is NEP and innovation. NEP 2020, I think we all are aware about. I would be liking the responses from participants also, because only then we can enjoy the session. If we all are interactive and participating, because this is NEP 2020, where active participations are invited from the participants and from the learners or attendees. How many of you are aware about NEP 2020? You can raise your hands. Very nice. Very nice. I'm seeing many of you are not raising hand. Okay, very good. So many are aware about NEP 2020. So then our journey will be very comfortable and easy. So I will start with some basics of NEP 2020. What is NEP 2020 and why we require this NEP? Requirement was because of some education practices were required the reform. So I will start this with a quote given by Shri Vivekananda. Vivekananda says, education is the manifestation of perfection already in men. Because this is the same thing new education policy is saying. Why I have chosen Vivekananda? Because he emerged in the beginning of the last century, and where we are standing in the 21st century, his words of wisdom are very much, you can say, contextual, very much important for us. So that's why this is already we are doing the manifestation of perfection already in man, means the person whom we are centering, we are delivering the education, that person is to be the center. And we need not to make any change in the person, but we are required to tap whatever he or she is having inside. So Vivekananda's time was 12 January 1863 to 4 January 1902. Means obviously, as I said, it's the last century beginning. So he realized that mankind is passing through a crisis. See, after 1 century, the things we are finding the same. That is why it is important to talk. And the tremendous emphasis on the scientific and mechanical ways of life is fast reducing the man to the status of machine. I think everybody will agree with me. Is this PPT working, moving for you or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
it's moving.
Yeah, yes, moving.
Okay, thank you so much. So then, because the same thing we are feeling nowadays, because it's the age of the artificial intelligence, machine, when we are saying industry, then we have reached to the 5.0 industry, and things are like that machines are taking, robots are taking the place of the human functioning. So that is why we are feeling that we all are being reduced to the status of a machine. And in this race of growth, we are forgetting that we are human beings. The moral and religious values are being undermined. This is happening since last 1 century, and we can understand where we have reached. This progress is not there, only the regression is happening. The fundamental principles of civilization are being ignored. Conflict of ideas, manners, and habits are pervading the atmosphere. Disregard of everything old is just a fashion of the day. So we Indian are going through this since 1 century, more than 1 century. And Vivekananda seeks the solution of all these social global evils through education. So still we are talking the same thing in 2025. To that, yes, this all is happening, and education is a responsibility, or education has a responsibility to make human a human. That is why this education is there. And today only I was discussing with my students about Confucianism. Then Confucianism also says, Confucius, a Chinese philosopher, said, teaching morals, virtues, and strengthening the character is the responsibility of education and the leadership in the country. So we educators are holding a great responsibility. So that is why it is important for us to understand how, or to, I can say, to do the brainstorming together so that we can find out some innovative practices where we can welcome, we can give this development of the technology and AI a proper place, not over, not under. And along with this, we can nurture human to be a human, and their morals, values, and their virtues can be taken care very nicely. That is why in this age, we are holding a great responsibility on our shoulder. This, what the solution Vivekananda has given. With this end in view, he felt the dire need of awakening men to his spiritual self, wherein he thinks lies the very purpose of education. So it is like, I believe, and I always say, that we are not mind and body. Usually we are revolving between two phenomena, that is mind and body. We are mind, body, and soul. In this world, if we think there was a stress on the people that AI is taking this job, AI is taking that job, what human will do? Then human race has come on that level where which they have forgotten the third partner in them. They require to use the powers of this third partner and just awaken it when it will be awakened. Vivekananda has said into the last century, beginning of the last, and we are sitting on the first, we are completing the first quarter of 21st century. Here also we are saying and accepting the same thing. The requirement is of a spiritual awakening, so that is the main purpose of the education. So if we, the stakeholders of the education, as a teachers, understand this, that we should not deny the existence of a spiritual self. If we can awaken this into our students, then these students or these young minds will be able to handle this advancement in a very positive manner. So that is why, because yes, advancement is there. Since our school and college time, we have read one statement. Ki science should be used, or the technology or the advancement should be our servant. We should not be the slave of it. But what is happening in this course of development? We are becoming the slave of technology, and nowadays we are slave of AI. I was talking to my students in the class when I got to know that I have to speak on this topic. Then they were saying that we are using ChatGPT for everything. If we are stuck in the traffic, then we ask ChatGPT. If we are stuck in any problem, so we are depending on for the solutions on ChatGPT for so many things. Means the smallest thing which they can solve. If they are having problem in relationship, they will ask ChatGPT. So that is why it is important to make them self-reliant instead of relying on this AI. AI should not be rejected, but we should rely on the self as well. So here, as my topic starts with the NEP 2020. NEP 2020, when we say this is National Education Policy 2020. This education policy was required. Why it was required? Because during such a long period of time, we were using very old education practices, and the requirement was changing, because nowadays the requirement is to make education to be connected with the industry. Means from antithesis to thesis and thesis to antithesis. So means whatever we are making students to learn, whatever we are doing the researches, these researches should not be kept like in a very theoretical manner. We have to take everything to the public. So education or our researchers must be like that, so that they will be bringing the solution to the masses, not only to our students, but to the masses, and making our students prepared for every future circumstances, because they may be facing so many positive and so many odd circumstances as well, because life cannot be without odd circumstances. Sorry. So that is why there are some principles that NEP has said. I would like to read few things. Education policy lays particular emphasis on the development of creative potential of each individual. It is based on the principle that education must develop not only cognitive capacities, both foundational capacities of literacy and numeracy, and higher order cognitive capacities, such as critical thinking and problem solving, but also social, ethical, and emotional capacities and dispositions. Here I would like to share one thing. Dr. Deepika did the research with me. When we were doing that research is on mantra chanting. Why I believe that spirituality is very important, because that research has shown us that the children, it was in a school children. The school children who chanted that mantra 20 minutes daily for 40 days, their capacity, creativity increased. There was a significant increment in the creativity from the control group, and it was significant change in their cognitive processing abilities, their cognitive capacities, and that is why their higher order cognitive capacities were improved. So that is why if we can make this thing in our daily practices, into our colleges, our school, then we will find that their emotional capacities also becomes better if we make them to chant any mantra. See, in the schools, prayer systems are there. The students do the prayers, but in the colleges, there is no system of prayer is there. So we teachers can make at least them to chant something for 5 minutes. Even then it creates a change in them. So this NEP is also focusing on rich heritage of ancient and eternal Indian knowledge, and thought has been guiding light for this policy. Because previously our education system was not following the Indian traditions and Indian knowledge, they were not following. Though India has deeper and great knowledge, but we were rejecting so many things. But this policy was also focused on Indian knowledge system. And this pursuit of Indian knowledge is jnana, wisdom, that is pragya, and truth, that is satya. These are the 3 pillars of Indian education system. And they were considered in Indian thought and philosophy as the highest human goal. So what is the goal of our education? Is to give them knowledge. Knowledge is what we are teaching them by teaching theories, by teaching formulas, by giving them so many knowledge. And then the wisdom, pragya. Pragya means application of this knowledge which they are getting and solving out the problems of human life in a very dynamic, in a very innovative manner. That wisdom we are required make our students to get. And the truth, satya. But remember one thing, we are the role model for our students. They always look at us. See, many times students tell us when they come, there you are speaking in this manner, and I learned this from you. There, this is the thing. And many times we are surprised that we are being observed everywhere. Our students meet us in many times. Sometimes when we go to malls, we go to parties, we encounter our students. There also we are under the scanner. They observe us everywhere and then follow us in their behaviors as well. If we say them to follow some other behavior which we have not followed, they will quote us. So they are very smart generation. So that is why this is important for us to understand first, get these things in us, then we can make it into our students also. The aim of education in ancient India was not just an acquisition of knowledge, but it was to prepare them for the life in this world. So that is why life beyond the school, wall of college, wall of a school, the life is very comfortable. Within the 4 walls of houses also life is comfortable. When they go back to the real life in the real world, then things are very different. And then at that time, world-class institution of ancient India, such as Takshila, Nalanda, Vikramashila, Vallabhis, these all are the universities which were teaching students all around the globe. They were coming. It is not that in India students are coming in the modern time. I'm seeing in the modern time our students are more focused to go abroad, but that time people from the whole globe, different countries used to come to India to be educated and to learn the deeper knowledge which is available in Indian systems. And this NEP 2020 and teachers, how it is benefiting teachers. It says that the teacher must be at the center of the fundamental reform of education system. See why we are talking here NEP 2020, because it says that we are the center of the reform. Government has made the policy, policy makers has made the policy, they have written big words. But who is the person who will be implementing it? We are the workforce, we are the people who will be implementing this policy which they have curated and created. But if we are not taking it in a right manner, then no use of making policies and no use of writing big words in it. So that is why this new education policy must have re-establish teachers at all the level and as the most respected and essential members of our society. See, if we are following the correct systems, first of all, we need to respect ourselves. If we will start respecting ourselves, then we will be receiving respect also. So that is why, first of all, we need to work on us and we need to do the thing for which we will be respecting ourselves. Then we will be getting the respect from our student also. So it must do everything to empower teachers. Today, this FDP is there to empower all of us. We will be learning with each other. So many experts are there and everybody is expert of its own area. And being together here, we are going to learn from each other so many things. So like this, we will be empowering ourselves. After learning so many new knowledge, I hope that we all will be respecting ourselves more than before. So this new education policy must help recruit the very best and brightest teachers to enter the teaching profession. See, previously what was there, the people who were not able to get any other career, they used teaching career. Please switch on your mic, switch off your mics. Those whose mics are on, please switch off your mics. So, but nowadays, the people who are passionate about teaching, they are joining this stream because this has become a very welcomed profession and career by many of youngsters. They are joining this force as a passionate teacher. So this is the main requirement of the teaching fraternity, that they must be passionate towards it. So this is higher education, a new forward-looking vision of India's higher education system, given the 21st century requirements. See, what is the NEP saying, but we should understand what is the requirement of this 21st century. The 21st century's requirement is to quality. Higher education must aim to develop good, thoughtful, well-rounded, and creative individual. So whatever AI is going on, but we have to give them so tough task so that they will be thinking, they will be creating something on their own. As AI is becoming smarter, teachers also have to become smarter than the AI. So it must enable an individual to study one or more specialized area of interest at a deep level, because this is the time of multi-dimensional or multi areas we have to combine with each other. So then at least one specialization area is to be given, but they can have other area of knowledge also. For the purpose of developing holistic individual, it is essential that an identified set of skills and values will be incorporated at each stage of learning, from preschool to higher education. So skills are very important. And in the skills, we all observe these students required to be taught soft skills and life skills also. They get the skills, which is technical skill, which is educational skills, but along with this, life skill teachings are very important because they should learn to handle the challenges of their life also. And character development is also the goal of the education. So that is why ethical and constitutional values, intellectual curiosity, scientific temper, creativity, spirit of service must be given. The key changes to current system: we are moving towards a higher education system consisting of large multidisciplinary universities and colleges. Because the purpose of this new education policy is to increase the registration of the students into the college and schools, because that is also important. Because in India, literacy may increase, but in India, we have to increase the education, which is more than a literacy. The availability of good quality colleges and schools is required into various areas and districts, and this is the main aim of this education policy also. So this is, and another important point, education policy is giving autonomy to institutions and to faculty and to students also. Students are giving so much opportunity to openly choose their subjects, to choose their means optionals. They make their own basket, and then they can select the subjects, variety of disciplines they are studying. So this is giving them to expand their knowledge, and creativity is also coming because they know so many disciplines. They can combine the knowledge and they can become more creative. So that is why it is important. We are revamping the curriculum, pedagogies, assessment, and student support to enhance student experiences, because education is not now the previous times. Education has to be a very means positive kind of experience for students, where they are learning, but they are enjoying as well. To reaffirming the integrity of faculty and institutional leadership positions through merit appointment, because this generation whom we are catering, whom we are dealing with, is a highly intelligent generation. So that is why appointing high intelligent, meritorious teachers, and the teachers who are also very good in their life skills, their soft skills, that is very important. This education policy also focuses on establishment of a national research foundation to fund outstanding peer-reviewed research and to actively seed research in the university and colleges. Because modern time, India has to become education superpower. When India has to become education superpower, then it is required to focus on the researchers also. And this researchers require money, and this money is seed money and all can be given, funding can be given by the government. They are providing to good researchers, and universities also are being proposed to give the seed money to their researchers to do the research, to promote research activities. The governance of higher education institute by high qualified independent board having academic and administrative autonomy. Colleges have been given autonomy. They can design their curriculum, they can design their style of teaching as per their own local requirements, because we cannot say that everybody should go in the same way. Local requirements are also important. The NEP has given the autonomy to all the colleges and institutes and the university to serve and make their frameworks as per the local requirement of that area. So, and this NEP also talk about the equity and inclusion through the range of measures, including greater opportunity for outstanding public education, then scholarship by private philanthropic universities, and so that underprivileged students and students with so many things happen in the life of student. Many students lose their parent who is the earning parent. Many times they have to leave the education, and because they are not able to afford the money, the universities are suggested to give scholarship to these students so that they can complete their education. And online education and open distance learning education is also being provided, because many students, because of the distances, they cannot travel to the university, and they cannot stay nearby the university due to the financial constraint also. That is why this policy has supported online education and open learning environment for the students. But many times students have, because when they are doing regular courses, attendance and learning in the college is very important. But many times they are not able to reach to the college, or due to some emergencies and exigencies in their families, they are not able to gain and attain required attendance in their college or the university campus. That is why for them, online learning platforms are being provided. Many time due to the disability, they are not able to reach. So their infrastructure also is to be created into the university as per the NEP. So this was about NEP. Second section of the presentation today is talking about the people whom we are handling. Number one, who is handling and whom we are handling. They all are very important. See, now at present, 3 generations are active. Throughout the globe, it is the same scenario. As this is Generation X, born from 1965 to 1980. Work-life balance was better with them. Text message, loyal, and personal computers are there. They use personal computers. But Generation Y, 1981 to 95, they have lived in a freedom and flexibility, online and mobile digital entrepreneur, tablet and smartphone they have got. And remember, one thing also is important. The people who are Generation Y, they have gone through recession in the economics also. They have a struggle for their finances. They have a struggle to satisfy their needs because of the finances. They have to sustain their needs, and they were not able to satisfy every need instantly. This was a scene with Generation X and Y both. Y also has suffered a lot, but Generation Z, 96 to 2012, is a very blessed generation because their security and stability, FaceTime, multitaskers, nano computing, they have been born in this environment. And this generation's, what is important aspect to be understood about this generation, Gen Zs are, number one, either they are the single child or they have one more sibling. Very rarely they are having 2 siblings in the family. So when only the single child is there in the family, so their nurturance is in a very different manner. Another important aspect is that their every need was satisfied before they realize the need is there. Before the realization and need evokes, before that they have been given everything. So means they have not struggled. See, this generation 1981 to 95, when they were born, their parents used to say, okay, you get first division, then you will get a scooty. You will get first division or this much percentage of marks, then you will get mobile phone. But Gen Z, when they are 9 years old, they are even the less, without any thing, the laptop or this mobile phone, iPads, everything has been given to them. Means they are not required to ask even. So this generation, which is now in the college, which has started coming to the college, so this generation is a very different generation, and it is not their fault. It is not their fault. They have been nurtured in an environment. So it is very important for us to understand them so that we can deal with them with that perspective only. Because many times we listen, the modern generation is like that. I was reading in APA magazines and all that so many articles are coming that when this Gen Z is joining as a workforce, then the organizations are also not able to handle them because organizations are expecting and the colleges are expecting them same things as they were expecting from Generation X and Y. But this generation is entirely different. So we need to understand about it. And if I say that, see the statistics in the population, then we are seeing that the people from the age 20 to 65, they are 59.5%. If I say that 20 to 25 even, you can see the graph, there is a big number of population which is in this age, which is in the college. So So that is why this age is, and the people who are 64 years, gradually the graph is reducing. So they are less in number. We are going to hand over this humanity, globe, country, this society in the hands of generation which we call millennial and Gen Z. They are going to lead, they are going to deal with this world and this scenario. So it is our duty and it is our responsibility to train them so that they will be able to handle the challenges which they will be facing in their life. So that is why I felt it is very important to understand the generation. So this is understanding Generation Z, because this we are dealing with. Nearly all Gen Zers aged 18 to 24 at present. 26 of world population is falling in this 18 to 24 age. Most connected and shaped by peers. This is very important. They are most connected, but online. So they get every information very fastly online. And they are shaped by peers. They believe more in their peer groups. Yes, we also believed in peers, but they believe more than any other generation. Most materially endowed, technically saturated, and formally educated they are. Most connected and shaped by their peers. Self-esteem as well as decision-making are highly influenced by peer. Maximum of them own smartphone or have access of that. Even in, if we see nowadays, a smartphone is there with everyone's hand. Even if the house help is coming to our home, that is also carrying a smartphone, means their children also have an access to the smartphone. So means all Gen Zs, I can say maximum, have access to smartphone. The Generation Z is now in college, main beneficiary of the college education, and they are at the receiving end. Center of the college education, this generation has to be center of the college education, and education has to revolve around them. So then when they are the center, we should understand them. Another important thing, these are the characteristics of Gen Z. Globally aware, they know everything. They know celebrities, fashion, food, online entertainment. Nothing escapes Generation Next. And then digital native, they grow with iPad, Facebook, smartphones, YouTube. They are using since they were children. Speed demon, so they live for space and in a world of instant gratification. Previous generation was also requiring instant gratification of things, but it was not possible for them. But this has been nurtured with this instant gratification. Then entertainment addicts. On the smartphone, they can just swap and they can just scroll the reels and all. Every entertainment is available on their palm top, that is their mobile phones. And they are very collaborative partner, want their voices to be heard. See, in the classes also we have seen, if they are not being heard properly, they will be so disturbed, they will be emotionally so disturbed that I was not heard. So this is their basic requirement. They want to be involved in every decision making and everything they want to be involved. Then micro minors. Every information has to be broken into bits and sizes, manageable pieces. If we tell them the big things are difficult things, they want everything to be very much broken down into pieces and explained to them so that they can easily understand. What is special about this generation? When we are seeing the research, I was reading a book on that is anxious generation about. So this book says that because this is all book was about Gen Z. And I did one research with my student This research was on the children. This research was 5 years back. So this research was on children. So these children, because we wanted to know the children who are being nurtured with mobile, with so many other things, other technologies. We made this checklist, mental health checklist of children, and then we tested. Then our results said that the children who were being nurtured with the help of technology, if parents are working, they will give them phone. They will open some videos, some cartoons and all, and they are being nurtured with that. Then anxiety level of those who are being nurtured with this technology was higher, and it was significantly high than those who were personally taken care by parents. This is true that in modern society, both parents are working, but even then when the children are being taken care personally by parent or some caregivers who is personally attending them with love and compassion, their anxieties low down. But if they are being nurtured, they have been given facility of phones, iPads, televisions and all, then their anxieties go high because lacking of human interaction. And their social interaction also reduces because they are not interacting with their caregivers. And see, every child has a sensitive period of emotional and social development. So researchers says, developmental researchers has said, emotional development begins with the birth and goes on. Basic, you can say the foundation has been created within the 5 years or 10 years of the life. And social development begins, the sensitive period is 2.5 years, or when the child starts going out to the social interaction of the school. But if a child is not going to parks, not playing with the friends, not interacting with the peer at that age, gradually their social development cannot be up to the mark as that person who has been given opportunity to interact with other people personally. Nowadays, many of the children are interacting through some media or some technology. So that is why their anxieties are high. And problem solving ability somewhere is reducing because of overuse of AI, use of smartphone and technology, making them an anxious generation. Social interaction are asynchronous, happening by text base. So they are, many times they are being hurt because on Facebook, somebody has not liked me, or somebody has given this comment or that comment. These small incidents make them, they are hurt so much and they are disturbed. And that is why these all things are making them somewhere the vulnerable one, involved in one-to-many communication. This is their nature, because in colleges also we are making WhatsApp group, in all the students are there, and there they can start communicating. One is saying, talking to many. So like this one and many communication they are. And their relationships and communities which they join are very short-lived, because they can join in a hurry and they can leave rashly to the community which they have joined. So these are the characteristics of our Gen Z. When I talk about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, when we see the Gen Z, maximum Gen Zs, when they are born with a esteem. Their basic lower needs are satisfied already. They need not to struggle for these needs. And they are you can say they are being born with the esteem. So what they have to attain in this lifetime is actualization. What is their need and demand? That is actualization. So this, which Maslow has said, B needs. B needs means being needs. So what are the being needs? Being needs means needs of being a human. That is a self-actualization needs. So what Maslow has said, what this generation is now being measured on various B needs, then what is their requirement is growth. They want growth. They want authenticity. They want a purpose. Whatever we are telling them, everything should have a purpose. And if they are not able to understand why this is being told me, they are not accepting that. Then creativity. So creativity is their demand. So we have to make them more creative by giving them creative kind of work and task, not very monotonous kind of work. Their well-being is very important. They openly like to talk about their mental health and their well-being. They are very open in discussing and talking about this. So their well-being is very important for them. Then social impact as integral element of fulfilling their highest potential. So they want to achieve their highest potential. If we see this generation's basic need is to attain the highest potential. This is the graph which data from the US, anxiety prevalence as per the age, if we say, and as per the years when we are moving ahead. So we are seeing that the generation age between 18 to 25, their anxieties are increasing significantly high. The age 50 plus has very low anxiety, but age 35 to 49, yes, their anxieties are high, but even lower as we are going to the lower ages, their anxieties are increasing. But there is a very significant difference in the anxiety of age 26 to 34 and age 18 to 25, because this age is the very anxious age. What we can say about the Gen Z and college education? 83% consider a college education important, but many times finances and debts are worrying. So they are very significant concern because they want to get the higher education, but many times parents are not able to afford. Or one more thing has come in the generation, they do not want their parents to spend more on them many times. So they like to take loan and they want to pay it back after completing their education. So that is why they are very much requiring to get a very good career. They are favored tech-driven, interactive, and self-directed learning over traditional textbook. And see, they do not like to buy the textbooks. That is why they want to understand the approaches and expect real-world application of their studies. Everything, whatever we teach, they really ask how this knowledge will be helping them in their real life. Value both independence in learning and collaboration, seeking a balance of project-based learning and teamwork. They really like to do projects if you give them project. See, as I'm taking a course that is spiritual psychology, I ask them to make the project on the scriptures. And you know, they are reading it very enthusiastically. And they will bring, I am reading this. Is it okay if I'll make the project on it? I have seen that enthusiasm in them to do the project because this project is very new for them. That somebody is asking them to read some scripture, make a review of that scripture from the psychology perspective. So this is a very creative idea and they are loving to do it. So this kind of things I have seen they like. If we give them more right question answers, they do not like to write down the question answers and all. So how we will bring innovation in education system for holistic development? See, I have brought some ideas, but I would like to say one thing, that it is all of us together have to bring that innovative ideas. When I'm saying holistic development means it is not their own mind only, it is not their knowledge only, but holistic development is to give them wisdom, to make them more critical thinker. If we are making them to think critically, then they will be very happy. So that is why it is important that give them assignments of this nature, because now this policy also has said us to give them interdisciplinary project. It is not that one course based project, but the project in which they will be practically implementing the learning ideas and thoughts of all the courses they are studying. And as in our university, AI is compulsory for every student. If they are studying the AI also, then how can they combine all the learnings along with AI and create some new dynamic kind of projects? So that is a requirement from us, that we need to create and give them the task where they will be utilizing that knowledge, and they are creating means all multidisciplinary knowledge and creating the projects. So instead of giving separate project, if we give them a complete project which is including the knowledge of every course they are studying, then they are really very happy, and it increases their critical thinking as well. So that is why it is now the thing is that how much creative we can be. That is, they are requiring that we have to be very creative for that. So this is, we have to create the projects which they will be doing, where their critical thinking, autonomy, and engagement is there. And integrative curricula, emotional and social learning activities such as group assignment, open discussion to both peer and to the teachers. AI-driven personalized learning also, because now the stage has come where we cannot deny, we cannot refrain them to use AI for education purposes. But we have to make them to learn to handle AI with a wisdom, so that AI is a supportive tool to their thinking. It is not, because AI can give them new dimensions of thinking, but AI should not be used to block the thinking capacity of the children. So that is why we also need to work on it. So AI should be used as a complementary tool paired with human mentorship, encouraging a student to question, analyze, and reflect independently to foster deeper learning and critical problem solving abilities. But see, when we also use AI for our purpose, so we ask some question, AI gives the response, but every time the response is not satisfying us, because we are also having some ideas, some understanding, but AI is not satisfying our answer or our quest. Then we ask them the question in a different manner, so that AI will respond properly to my question or keep on changing the question. So that is why this is again important for our students also. When they get anything from AI, they'll bring us, we need to check it properly and ask them the questions, so that they will also be understanding how to use AI in a proper manner. So that much we are requiring. And there are various innovative practices in NEP 2020, which I said is multidisciplinary and holistic education. Multidisciplinary means, see, they said multidisciplinary holistic education, but it is upon us how we will be designing the curriculum, and we will be designing the assignments, projects, what we are making them to, activities in our colleges, how we can make students to grow holistically. So for this, a very nice thing is there. I was seeing online, many of the American schools have started contemplative education long back. So contemplative education, what they do is they take even the small children of kindergarten to the gardens. They make them to sit with closed eyes, and they make them ask them to listen the sound of bees, listen the sound of birds, listen the sound of ears. So in a very you can say very simple manner, they are teaching them the mindfulness of that moment. And see, mindfulness also help us to grow our gray matters. So that is why we need to incorporate some activities in our daily routine in the colleges and the classes, so that at least for some time, 5 minutes, they can sit with mindful experiences, and or we can take them to forest walk in the nature. Nobody will talk, but they will be taking a round in the garden. When nobody is talking, only the thing is they will be silently walking. So this also improves their mindfulness. We can give them training of mindful walking, mindful writing, or mindfully doing some of the activities. Then active and experiential learning. This is important because what we are doing, though in all our curriculums, internships are included. Now it has been given mandatory as to send them for social services also. NGOs and all, they go for the social service. We have to have a course on social service, extension services. So this, obviously, the quality measurements are also talking about extension works. So we are sending our students for the extension works, and when they come back and they submit their report, they discuss with us, then what they say, that we have realized what is the true life when we went to some old age home, some orphanage, how privileged we are. Though they were complaining about their lives, but when they go for some of the volunteering work, coming back from there, their attitude towards life has been changed so much. So we are required to give them tasks of this type. And then use of technology and digital learning. Yes, it is important now. We are giving them opportunity, but how to use this technology and digital learning in a positive manner, that is also important. Teacher training and capacity building, as this we all are attending. And here we will be learning so many things about technology also. And I expect that by the end of this FDP, we will be able to learn how to utilize this AI and technology positively in our teaching learning environment and make our students to learn positively with technology. And we will start appraising and praising the use of technology in our daily routines with our students. So inclusive and socially connected learning environment. So we require to create an environment which is inclusive and where we are making our students to be socially connected with other people. We can ask them to do survey. Very simple surveys they can do. They can go and observe people, and as per the discipline, they can do these surveys, going to the malls, going to the villages, going to some some places where they can talk to the people, they can understand, they can observe them and make their observation reports of so many things. So then they will feel more connected to the environment. Even in the beginner, we can give them simple task to make the account of the trees, type of trees and all are there in the campus. And they will be going and noting down everything about this. Can be very, which is coming to my mind, very basic idea to make them too connected to the environment. Every time it is not necessary, they will be learning from technology, but they can go out to the practices, to the campuses and all, and they can find out some things. We can give them that kind of task also. And very important thing, because this generation which is demanding to be dealt with honesty, with fairness. So that is why assessment practices have to be very innovative. It cannot be traditional kind of assessment practices. So nowadays, so many softwares are there, as LMS is there, other quiz softwares are there, Kahoot is there, and so many other software are there, which we can adapt and utilize in our daily practices for assessment and for their assignments which we are giving them, so that even if they are absent from the college, they will be getting an opportunity to know what the assignments they have to do. And in LMS, we can put all the required assignment to be done by the students in advance. We can upload everything so that they will be getting in advance what assignments and projects they have to do. Instead of giving them sequentially, we can give them all in the beginning, so that they will be doing it on their own pace. And obviously, last but not the least, learner-centric education ecosystem. As we discussed about Gen Z, whatever education system we are making, we should be like that. Center should be our Gen Z, remembering their capacities, remembering their needs. See, because our generations started from lower needs and then moved ahead. But this generation is starting the life from the higher needs. Lower needs are satisfied with them. So that is why maximum of them are starting life from the higher needs. So we need to think about how we can make them to satisfy their higher order needs. That is a true innovation we have to bring. So thank you so much, all of you. It is all from my side.